It's raining 2024 GMC HDs. This is a Denali Ultimate. This is my first look for a single rear wheel. I'm here at Jerry Seiner, Buick GMC here in South Jordan, Utah. You gotta ask for Frank. Frank just sold this truck and he actually sold a dually, so he's helping customers order these trucks and he's doing a great job. So if you are in the market, be sure to ask for him. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the window sticker for this truck, but if I do, I will put it in the video at the end. But guys, even if I don't get the window sticker, this truck comes pretty standard with everything that you see. The MSRP, I believe, is $98,340. The window sticker on here does not have any information on it though, however, so that's why I'm telling you this right now, just in case I don't get that information, because I like to get it to you, but sometimes I can't. But when you get the Denali Ultimate, you pretty much black out all the chrome except for the tow hooks down below. And let's just say this, I love this maybe a little bit better than the AT4 now. See, once you see it in person, it's different. And I saw Denali, and I didn't like the Denali as much because it was all chromed out. The only chrome you're gonna see is around the emblems here, this trim piece where the hood scoop is, and like I said earlier, this. But everything else, even down here, is like a black chrome. It looks absolutely amazing. And front cameras right there with a sprayer, full LED. They have the animations, and then they went to a projector style low and high beam. And then just check out the accents on the headlights too. It just looks so good. They did restyle this a little bit, added whether it was a 3/4 ton or 1 ton. Yeah, not much to say negative about this front end. It looks so stinking good. And then here's the hood. Not much has changed on the hood. It looks like all they did was add this chrome trim piece, which I could have kind of done without, but apart from that, everything is just top notch. Now, one thing I like better too over the Denali are the wheels. So the wheels have a black trim piece as opposed to the chrome trim piece that you guys saw in the last video that I did. And I like these a lot better. These are going to be a 20-inch wheel. They're wrapped in the Goodyear Wrangler Trail Runners LT 275 6520. And here's the capacities. Independent front suspension. They still give you the chrome trim piece on the running board. Now, if you get a AT4, that chrome trim piece does go away that you can see right there. That's kind of why I like the AT4. I like the least amount of chrome. And here's the new badge. It says Ultimate, Allison transmission, Duramax. It's all blacked out. They do still provide a bright chrome trim piece here and around the windows. And then your door handles are going to be chrome too. Not a bad looking truck. You're going to have a 36-gallon fuel tank and 7-gallon DEF. I'm sure you guys saw the steps down below on both sides. And then here's your suspension. Again, because this is a 1 ton, you have the 2 overload leaf springs, 5 leads in the main pack, wrench shocks. Wow. And then here are the tail lights. So the tail lights are slightly different from an AT4. I think I like the AT4s better. So let me show you guys the AT4 real quick. I'm just gonna be a little picky because I can be. I like these tail lights for the Denali Ultimate. I wish they would have added these because they have that nice black accent and they would have gone really well with this overall design here. Then out back, this one does have the upgraded tailgate that I can never remember the name for. It's either Multi-Flex or Multi-Pro. I can't remember because Chevy's is, I think Chevy's is Multi-Flex and this is Multi-Pro. So you have a lot of functions for it. Like this one. You guys can see this one does have the speakers from Kicker built in. You have some USBs right there. I'll open it up again for you guys too. I just want to show you like this in the sun. And if you hit both buttons together, it all just drops down. But there it is again. And then the lights are the only thing that's missing here. And stepping in, they do provide a handle. This one has a 5th wheel prep package. Like I said, this truck comes pretty decked out. So 4 and 7-pin LED lights on both sides. Power plug. I don't never really point these out, but all your supports to tie things down, or anchors, whatever you want to call them. You have that. Good on GM to kind of stamp this into each truck individually, because AT4 actually has it stamped in too. Cameras, full LED lights for the high center mount up top. And of course, sunroof. This does have a suede roof, so I cannot forget to show that to you guys. But if I do, well, at least you know it has it. So no surprise, backup camera, and there's a light for your class 5 receiving hitch. 2 inputs for cameras, and then another 7-pin. Now let's go ahead and discuss the powertrain options for this setup. Now, if you are in the market for a Denali Ultimate and you saw the price and got turned off, know this. This is the only Sierra HD that comes standard with a diesel engine. So that is good news if you are in the market for this truck. So Denali down, you can get the 6.6 gas with the 10-speed. So one thing I like about this is most people who can afford to buy this truck would rather have it with the diesel. And so when you think about price point, that's the difference between this and a Denali and an AT4. So if you're looking at the price like, wow, this is way too much money, it comes with a standard diesel. Now with that being said, 470 horsepower, 975 pound-feet of torque. It did get a bump in horsepower and torque for this model year, and they did a little bit of updates to the combustion and turbo. 10-speed transmission is still stamped approved Allison, and that's pretty much it. For the power deployable running board, there is an LED strip that runs from the front to the rear, and that's what they call their perimeter lighting. It won't come on now because obviously it's daytime. So in order to lock and unlock the door, you push this button, and this is why you buy a Denali Ultimate. This is the nicest interior in the market right now. So you have this real wood trim piece, aluminum styling, and check out the leather appointments on this door card, and the stitching, and the design that they give you. And this leather trim piece wraps all the way over, and they wrap this part of the door card in leather too. Really nice attention to detail. And then check out the speaker grill. Now these buttons are a carryover, but these are updated. But yeah, really nice storage with bottle holders. And then check this out too. Wow. Now this does have a massage function for the seats. You can also change the bolstering too on the sides here. I'll show that to you guys in a second. But all in all, such a nice truck. I was hoping to see a power steering column, but it's not available even on the Ultimate. Here's some of the controls right there, and heads-up display. And then look at the design cues right here. That is absolutely beautiful. And leather wrap for the grab handles. And oh, there it is. I almost forgot to show you guys. There's a suede roof. They even wrap these in suede, which you don't normally see. And the A-pillars are also wrapped in suede. And these seats are just the truth. Nice little piping there. Perforated leather. This is real leather seats, by the way. Good job, GM. It's been a long time coming for this interior. So you have a 15-inch heads-up display, 12.3-inch here, and 13.4. So on the dash, leather wrap. And just check out some of the appointments on the dash too. And then check this nice trim piece out. This is all wrapped in wood. I'll go over there in a second though. And all the buttons below the screen done well. This is pretty much a carryover too from the other trim levels. I love this like little aluminum trim piece. All this is wrapped in leather. And these buttons are a carryover, but they look great. You have storage right there. And here's your keys. You have 2 USBs with cup holders, trailer brake, and then this is your wireless charging. 2 more USBs, power plug. And there is a light to illuminate this area at night too. Perforated leather with stitching, and it shows Ultimate. So when you think about this truck, again, all in all, this is just a flex. That's all this is. And let's go ahead and go on this side so you can see more of that flex. Now, as far as the seats on this side go, you can change the bolstering, and these do have massagers too. And here's the door card and some of the controls. Pretty much the exact same thing you saw on the driver's side, no surprise there. And man, check out this trim piece. All this is wrapped in leather and stitched. So nice. Velcroed. And then this is just finished in hard plastic. Yeah, this is super nice. Even this right here has that leather wrap. They did a good job. I must say, I'm impressed. And out back, they did not finish this part here in leather. Shame on you, GM. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And oh wow, look at the seat back. So this is done a little bit differently too from the other trim levels. Wow, these seats are, whew, these are nice. You can drop these down too. This leather feels good. And by the way, when you get inside of the interior, it smells different because of the real leather. 2 cup holders, heated outboard seats, and 2 USBs with air vents. Flat floor surface, and you might be able to see that roof a little bit better. And then check out your speaker grills. They didn't cheap out and not give you the nicer speaker grills. And then check this out. It's really nice. Lastly, here's below the seat out back. So let's go through these seat controls really quickly because this is a lot different from anything I'm used to. So you have a massage function, you still have lumbar support. Now you can actually control the bolstering on the top of the seat. And there's also a shoulder control too. So I'm gonna show you the buttons here. So you have a toggle, you have a lever that goes clockwise or counterclockwise, and you also have a button on the side of the seat. Now it's on both sides, so you have one also for the passenger, and this is going to be able to be controlled the same way. So I'm going to push the arrow on the toggle left or towards the front of the truck, okay? So you're going to get this menu here. So as I mentioned, you have upper shoulder. Now I'm going to use the lever and I'm going to go basically counterclockwise. So you have lumbar control here, you have the back bolster, and then here is your massage function. And here are some of the controls here. Sorry that my camera's not wanting to focus here, but there it is right there. So let's go back. So here's your massage function. So you have roll, knead, wave, and you can change basically the amount of like pressure that is giving you. But yeah, there are all the functions there. So let's keep going. So for your back bolster, so now you can control the bolstering, so you can make this a lot tighter around you. And you can control your lumbar support, so you can use the arrows to go up and down with it and push it out to get yourself more lumbar for your back, okay? And keep them on moving. You also have the shoulder, as I mentioned, so you can push the shoulder out and you can kind of feel it pushing out a little bit more. So that's how you use the controls on the side of the seat. And if you want to turn the massage function on or off, you can do that by just pushing that button. So hopefully this is helpful. I had a hard time in the past figuring out how to use it, so hopefully this is helpful for you guys. Alright, so I'm not going to take too much time on this because I've done a few other videos that you can go back and watch, and it's going to be the exact same. So here's the info page here. Starting off is the miles per hour. You have your driving summary, trip 1 and trip 2, timer, tire pressure, driver assistance, oil life, brake pad life, air filter life, fuel filter life, diesel exhaust fluid, and it shows you the level, blank page. And if you want to add or subtract, you can add like your fuel economy. You can see the trailer brake gain, off-road pages, engine hours, transmission fluid. There are other ways you can customize this system too. So you can go to display layout. So you can go to a progressive style here, digital, and then there's a clean page as well. And for the lower gauges, you can see more information, or the minimum is if you don't care to see a lot of stuff here. Lastly, you can change the stuff that you see in the right and left gauges. So the right gauge, you can see the drive modes here, or if you want to see the compass, time and temp, tire pressure, fuel economy average, transmission fluid, or you can see nothing if you like. On this side, 13.4-inch display, you have the navigation. There's so many different functions for this, and honestly guys, I think that this system is probably one of the best once you figure out how to use it. They show the time and the temperature right there. You can do a split screen, which is very useful. They have your trailering information that you can show right there while you're driving, so you don't have to keep going through here and scrolling. Of course, you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wirelessly too. And that is pretty much everything I want to show you guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at the payload, and that will pretty much end the video. So here is the gross axle rating out front at 5,600 pounds. The rear is 7,250. And then the gross fuel weight rating is going to be 12,100 pounds. Gross combined weight rating is going to be 30K. And the curb weight is not that bad considering this being a high trim level at 8,446 pounds. And max payload is 3,654 pounds. And then here are some of the tire specs too. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but this is a 20 by 8.5-inch wheel, which is nice because you can probably go with a slightly wider tire with this setup. But again, special shout out to Jerry Seiner here in South Jordan. They have Buick and GMC. If you would like to order a truck, be sure to ask for Frank. He does a great job, guys, and his customers seem to love him because every time I come here, he has a customer. See you guys in the next video. So here's the window sticker for the truck. I was able to get it for you guys. So this is the spec colors and the engine option. So that interior color is called Alpine Umber. And then here's the standard equipment. Be sure to pause it to see more. And then the base price is going to be $95,300. And there's only 3 options. So it's the Gooseneck and 5th wheel prep package, color, and high idle switch. So destination is $1,895 with a total price of $98,435.